Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a pretty serious situation that's been unfolding in the brokerage sector, particularly in Bangladesh.
It's about financial misconduct that's really rocked the community and raised some major red flags about trust in financial institutions. So let's break it down.
Recently, the Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission, or BSEC, has been taking some action against brokerage firms accused of embezzlement. Yeah, you heard that right, embezzlement.
They're looking into some serious financial misdeeds, and it's crucial for all of us to be aware of what's going on, not just for our own sake, but for our communities too. So let's get into the details.
The BSEC has been investigating these firms, and they've sought legal opinions on cases involving for specific companies. Tamha Securities Ltd is at the top of the list, having embezzled a whopping 139.67 crore takas.
That's a massive amount, and it's just mind-blowing to think about how that impacts so many people.
Then you have Banco Securities Ltd, involved in a 60 crore takas embezzlement case, and Crest Securities Ltd, which has actually ceased operations with a 65.30 crore takas deficit.
And let's not forget Shah Mohammad Sagir and Company Ltd, which misappropriated 13.7 for crore takas. It's just a lot to take in.
Now, how did this happen? Well, it seems that these firms were using parallel software systems to pull off their fraudulent activities.
They had this thing called the Consolidated Customers Account, which was supposed to serve a legitimate purpose, but instead it became a tool for unauthorized fund usage and misleading practices.
Can you believe that? It's just so infuriating to see how trust was manipulated like that. In response, the BSEC has laid out a roadmap for Mohammad Securities and the other firms involved.
They formed inquiry committees to dig deeper into these issues and issued directives to address the regulatory violations.
It's good to see some action being taken, but it's also a bit scary, right? We have to think about how this impacts individual investors, people like you and me. The emotional and financial consequences of such fraud can be devastating.
Honestly, it's tough to wrap my head around the fact that so many individuals are affected by this. The anxiety and fear of losing hard-earned money can be overwhelming. It's a reminder of why we need to stay vigilant and educated about our financial dealings. So, what can we do moving forward? It's essential for investors to take steps to protect themselves.
Like, seriously, stay informed about regulatory changes and be proactive about understanding where your money is going. Transparency and accountability in the financial sector are not just nice-to-haves, they're absolutely crucial. As we wrap this up, I want to reflect on what we've discussed. It's easy to feel angry and betrayed when we hear about these kinds of financial misconduct, but I think it's also a moment for personal reflection.
What can we learn from this? How can we change our own behaviors to ensure we're not caught off guard? And, despite all the negativity, there's a tiny silver lining here.
This situation reminds us to be grateful for the systems we do have in place and the people working hard to hold these firms accountable. So, let's take this as an opportunity to grow and be more aware.
If you found this video informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation. How do you feel about the trust we place in financial institutions? Let's keep this conversation going. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.